Hello, hello, and welcome back as I open up another box of deliciously salty Advent cereal in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM, War of the Chosen. That's right, boys and girls, not only is Advent cereal a nutritiously sodium-laden part of your balanced breakfast, but you can bet your happy little ass that you'll find a surprise sectopod in every single box. Is that a good thing? Absolutely not, kids. In fact, the product would probably be better if we just had John Bradford take a big, smelly, gin-fueled shit in every box instead. But hey, we came to exterminate humanity. It's not like we give a damn about your customer experience. So enjoy that toy sectopod instead of an actual pile of human excrement. Don't worry, kids. We made certain that it has lots of small, easily disconnected parts to fall off inside the box and create a serious choking hazard as well, because we hate you. Advent cereal, available at Dollar General and wherever other cheap-ass products are sold. Try some today. You'll be sorry you did. You know, Warlock, it seems like the Warlock would actually be the spokesman for Advent cereal, by the way. Like, he's the cartoon mascot on the front of the box, waving a finger at him with, like, two of his little spectral guys in exploding mode behind him. Just to remind you that you're putting actual poison in your body. Pete, you sound a little upset. Well, I'm still pretty salty about last episode, I'm not gonna lie. What is power fluctuations? Just intel, don't care about that at all. Let's go back to doing the black smoke, lowering our region cost, making contact then with the new region, not having an engineer to be doing some work for us in the, you know what, it wasn't the sectopod on the mission there with the explosion, and we couldn't leave him alive because we don't have enough bonus troopers that we can kind of afford to spare any. Like I said, the Vin Diesels are a little few and far between, which means we had to prioritize killing the sectopod even though he was standing next to the mission objective and it exploded. And as much as I'd like to front and pretend like I knew that was going to happen and made a deliberate choice to kill him anyway, I didn't realize that it was close enough to be in the blast radius. But even if I had been smart enough to come to that realization, I still would have killed him and failed the mission rather than let him shoot at our team. I really would have. Sometimes you do the right thing, not through skill or chance or luck, but sometimes the right stuff just happens by accident. It's like when they invented champagne. Those monks were just trying to make regular wine. They didn't know what the hell they were doing, but bam, the stuff carbonized, and there you go, champagne. The signature beverage of a whole region of France now. How did it happen? Accidentally, that's how. So we can increase region income, don't care. Recruit an engineer. You know what? Yes, just go recruit us an engineer, even though it takes 8 days, which sucks. Side chamber construction being halved doesn't help us really much at all. We can hunt the chosen hunter. Getting a faction soldier is not useful. We don't want to we're just going to have to fire those guys immediately anyway. We could go hunt the warlock. That would give us another order. One, we could get a new order because we'd get one as a reward for doing the mission, and two, it would give us the opportunity to enact a new order, which is interesting. Also puts us one step closer to the, the warlock. Spokesman for Advent sodium cereal. I really think I'd rather just have the engineer, though. Also, this one takes effectively nobody, so we can just send Finger and Sean Vetter out to handle this mission. I'm not even... 25 alien alloys to negate the... You know what? There's going to be a chance one of you guys gets hurt because I'm not spending 25 alloys on that. That's just absurd.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
They're not really new. Also, they're all skirmishers, so how... Betos? I'm not sure what... I think she maybe ate... she's choking on one of those pieces of sectopod out of a box of Advent sodium cereal.
I'm impressed with the strides we've made in infiltrating the alien psionic network. The depths of their technological advancement continue.
What about their cultural advancements, Dr. Tigan? You know, you're always talking about their technological advancements. What if they're trying to win a culture victory? You ever think about that? What if they're out there trying to flip our cities with, propaganda? Maybe they're going full Bollywood on us. I can't say Hollywood because it really seems like Advent would be the Bollywood to, the regular Hollywood enterprise. If they're going for the culture, they're definitely a Bollywood joint.
Advent black site, Commander. With the shadow chamber
Do the black site
fully
vial.
operational, We can use its advanced decryption capability.
We will suspend all of our other research projects, but the thing is our other research projects we really don't care about. So suspending the Advent doesn't really matter. There we go. Got our black smoke. Half cost on our next contact region. 6 days for alien alloys. Don't care about that at all. What I do care about is making contact right over here in New Brazil.
Right now, we don't have enough intel to get a solid bearing on the local.
I don't have 40 intel. I actually don't have 40 intel. What did I do with it? Where'd all my intel go? Well, fine. I mean, we can go hit these power fluctuations. We do have a bunch of bonus stuff that gives us extra resources for completing scanning missions and whatnot. I guess now is a decent time to make use of it. How we got so low on intel, though? Parzo's recovered from his wounds. Reese is recovered from his wounds. Advent now has sealed armor, so environmental hazards, poison, fire, and ice not going to matter to them at all. That's fine. Are they bulletproof? No. Really seems like that's the upgrade Advent should have gone for. Instead of making small, easily breakable toy sectopods to put into their cereal as a choking hazard.
What could be worse?
We're about to find out.
We could eat some of that cereal. That'd be worse.
Directly into the ship's computer. It's been sifting through the material we recovered.
Hey, Lily, you know something I've always wondered here? Why didn't you set this up in like a virtual box? Is there a reason you just jacked it straight into the production server? Don't we have like a sandbox or a test environment or something you could have launched this in first to see whether or not it was going to cause shit to explode? You just had to go straight on in and put it up to our one and only, I'd like to add, production server? You know, making all our changes in production isn't exactly a solid business strategy.
From the Advent network. It's an admission file.
Well, it's actually, it looks like it's an advertisement for the movie Gattaca, starring Uma Thurman and is that Ethan Hawke?
In my worst nightmare,
Pretty sure that was Ethan Hawke.
Never have imagined.
Also, Jude Law was in that movie.
I believe we have found
It's not very good.
Civilians.
That's impossible.
No, I mean, it's actually highly possible.
Millions of people just looking for help.
You know, there are 7.5 billion people on the planet right now. If like 1 million of them disappeared at random across the entire globe, I really don't think anybody would notice.
Why do this?
It's roughly 1 in, what, 7,000 people? Something like that?
There exists no research.
1 in every 7? No, it's actually like 1 in every 700 people. But like 1 in 700 people disappears. That means the average person barely even knows 700 people. So every other person would know one person who maybe disappeared. Now, some people would be more affected, of course, because, you know, everybody's somebody's mother or brother or son or daughter or whatnot. It'd be that one person would be important to somebody, but in aggregate, across the entire world, most people would not be significantly affected by that level of loss. Just if 1 million people vanished without a trace, it would be odd and confusing, but, you know, people vanish all the time. I'm honestly not sure anybody would notice. Let's do another Shadow Chamber project here. Get the Codex brain started. There we go. Back to scanning. Can we go hit the black site vial coordinates? We can if we want. Do we want? Kind of no.
Marked its position on the map. We'll need to contact the local resistance before we can attempt to move.
Oh, well, we don't. Okay, we can't do it anyway because we haven't made contact with that region yet. We do have plenty of available contacts, but we need intel. We'd have to put we'd have to put a beacon here in East Africa for sure. I think we continue on about our method, and we'll use the bonus intel we get from scanning. Because this is a huge safety valve here in New Brazil, and I really want to make sure that that stays open. So let's just go back to scanning. We were doing what? I don't... power fluctuations, right? Just go back to the old power fluctuations. Communication from the resistance.
Running the numbers. These are the tactical projections for our next field operation.
Elite priest, elite purifier, elite trooper, enemy unknown, which at this point I think has to be a gatekeeper. A codex, an Andromedon, and a heavy mech. Alright then. Well, the mission reward is 81 intel, which we could honestly use here. So let's prep for Gatekeeper. This should be intriguing. I really wish that our skirmishers had at least 1 or 2 people who had gotten Shredder as a bonus ability. Would be extraordinarily helpful to our cause. Not having a way to reliably... Thank you, yes, I'm aware that it's empty. I emptied it. Hey, Pete, did you notice that you fired everyone? Yeah, I did notice, because I fucking fired everyone, because they deserved it. Back to my earlier codicil, though. I really wish we had a better way to deal with armor. A way to get rid of some of that little shredding there, other than to just throw grenades at everything. We really could use a more efficient way to deal with that shit. Root, let's get you in here. Taylor Reese. I mean, yeah, it's fine. You'll be a little tired at the end of this one. Well, you know what? If you're going to be a little tired, that's actually a reason to not take you. Dominic Toretto went on our last mission. Xander Cage went on our last mission. Groot, you going to be... Nah, Groot will be tired. Who can we take that won't be tired? BFG? Nope, you'll be a little... Alright. A little sleepy, too. Well, we definitely didn't take Shane Wolf, so he should be at 100% full fighting capacity. What about Caparzo over here? Caparzo runs with Toretto. Cage, you run with Turop. Turop is actually already... Oh, well, we'll just take Xander Cage, then. If we already got Turop on the mission, we might as well take Xander Cage. And now we got nobody on here who's going to wind up being tired or weepy. Make our utility items available, make our weapons available, make our armors available, and dig straight into this no-doubt box of Advent cereal. Best weapon for Richard B. Riddick? Of course we do. Plasma grenade is fine. Blue screen rounds, because those will help. Do blue screen rounds help against gatekeepers? Well, there is an Andromedon on the mission, and they'll definitely help against that guy. Beardo, what do you got working here? Let's see. Number 2 weapon for you. Repeater scope. Advanced repeater, advanced scope, and an autoloader. I like that better. Plasma grenade is fine. I think we'll give you the blue screens as well. Jackie D'Norcio, you still have a gun and are outfitted in the fashion we would choose to outfit you anyway. Turop, the Babylonian, what do you got working over here? Advanced expanded magazine, superior laser sight, and a stock. Repeater scope, I like this gun better. Let's let you hang on to that plasma grenade. We're going to give you a mimic beacon. And that leaves us with Binky and Cage over here. Binky, we got a lot of guys on here with tactical rigging, and I like it. We'll just give you whatever weapon is handy. You're actually going to take this battle scanner into battle. And then our boy, Shane the Pacifier Wolf. Oh, never mind. Sorry, this is Xander Cage. We should swap that up a little bit then. Where's the Pacifier? He's going to have a med kit. He's actually not on the mission. No, never mind. Binky, you're a medic. Sorry. I didn't mean to... I mean, I'm making pacifier jokes, but if you want your Nook, just go ahead and take it. Not a Skulljack. I'd really rather have a battle scanner. I don't want to run willy-nilly into that gatekeeper. I'd like to scout him out a little bit. For once, don't rush in where angels fear to tread. Like, you know, into a relationship with Med O'Brien. Don't be Nicolas Cage, that's what I'm saying. Be like, hey, I'm an angel, functionally immortal. I understand my purpose, and, you know, I know my place in the universe, and I'm gonna throw all that away for one night of cheap sex with Meg Ryan, and then she's gonna get hit by a semi-tractor trailer hauling logs down a lonely stretch of highway, because rather than drive to the supermarket, she chose to ride her bike like an idiot. Congratulations. You know what it is to be human now, Nicolas Cage. Welcome to pain. Say hi to Dennis Franz for me, and if you want some more pain, you can just look at his naked butt. Pete, why are you looking at Nicolas Cage's naked butt? Because, you know, I watched television in the 90s, and his naked ass was on it a lot. I don't know what the deal was with that, is that's where ABC finally decided to draw the line. They were like, you know what? We got to start to adulten it up a little bit. We got to become a little more future forward. What's the first thing we should show in primetime television? Dennis Franz's naked butt. Yeah, that's what the people have been waiting to see. They just want to get a peep of that ass.
As you order.
Angry, overweight, middle-aged, wrinkled dude. That's the ass the people have been waiting to see.
I knew their patrols.
So... there are 3 of our 9 dudes. That's a relatively approachable pod with the exception of the priest. Turop, I would like for you to just be, like, really close.
I must run.
Do me a favor and don't step on a civilian. You stepped on a civilian? No, you didn't. Never mind. I was gonna say, we wouldn't be able to switch to another person in an activation cycle if you had stepped on a civilian.
Moving for.
Shane Wolf, I don't really like this vector of approach for you, but without using a cooldown ability, we don't really have a better option. I'm a little worried about the final mission. Like, okay, well, you parkoured. That's, for once, parkour actually did, you know, is helpful. Hop up here. The more I'm thinking about the final mission, though, the more concerned I'm becoming, because we got so many guys who have once per mission abilities, and those once per mission abilities we're gonna need in the final room. Like, there's gonna be no two ways about it. We're gonna need those abilities for final approach. Not sure how we're gonna handle the rest of the mission getting into where final approach becomes a reality without using some of those. And then if we do that, what are the long-term repercussions for the end of the mission? It's not like skirmishers are doing blazing damage or anything without their cooldown or without their one-time abilities. And they have too many abilities that are on a cooldown. And the other thing I've been thinking about, too, is the skirmisher's main bonus is just the whole I can shoot twice thing. But that's not going to be supremely helpful for us in the final fight, because every time we shoot an avatar, it's going to move, which is kind of a problem. Do we have somebody else who can get a grenade up here? Beardo, I really want this purifier dead. Like, I don't want to mess around with this guy. Admittedly, it would be fun to throw it here because we'd get some double-duty damage, but this plasma grenade might not destroy that purifier's cover, but it's the only option we got because it's not like we can go stand next to the guy. It did destroy his cover. Volatile mix getting it done. A lost swarm is closed in on us. I honestly can't care. Hey, there's probably another swarm of the lost. Cool. Let's just get all of them in here. Why waste time? So you have a regular grenade and a mimic beacon. You know what? We will double up. We've already thrown so many grenades at this point. We got lost swarms coming from everywhere. Let's... This is raincoat when you're already wet scenario here. Let's blow some of this cover and get some more lost out here. Lost are, surprisingly, the one thing we don't really have a difficult time killing. And if those lost will show up back here and maybe, you know, cause some backfield trouble for this slop, we'd appreciate it. It's actually helpful for us. Wolf, yes, take the shot. Yeah, it's beautiful that he dodged that. Riddick, I think we'll hold off. I was thinking about having somebody go Justice on this guy, but honestly, he's easy enough to hit that I don't think it's a priority. At 75%, we're willing to take the risk. Would have liked to have gotten a little more damage out of that. We'll take the follow-up at this dude. That's put him in stasis for certain. Yep. He's going to drop down. Jackie DeNorcio, go ahead and take a bad shot at this guy. Hey, Pete, you said it was a bad shot. Ain't no such thing as a bad shot when Jackie D's in the house. Jackie D's all good shots all the time. Now put me on Overwatch, Dad, in case that priest decides he wants to move. I want to go forward here, but I don't want to risk spawning another pod. We're going to have to rely on Overwatch to take out this priest. I'd love to have somebody with Retribution standing next to the guy for when he moves. We could get freebies. But as much as Retribution mists... Jackie D don't miss, though, Pete. And that's right. Jackie D, you're a solid button, man. I'm glad you're on the mission. But as much as Retribution, as unreliable as it's turned out to be, it's definitely no Bladestorm. Relying on that just seems like, overall, a very, very bad idea. Our hit percentages with a regular Overwatch shot are almost always going to be vastly superior. Speaking of vastly superior, where is my battle scanner? Because I don't want to run into unexpected enemies. Like we just did.
This one is uniquely graceful compared to some of the other species we've
Perfect.
seen. It also gives
Well, maybe it'll come at us. Thanks for eliminating some of that cover. That was helpful. So, first things first. May as well get rid of that Lost Dasher. 92% chance for a guaranteed kill. You know what? That's acceptable. It's considerably less acceptable now. So we're gonna need almost certainly a mimic beacon on this one. Let's just assume we're gonna be lobbing the beacon and plan ourselves accordingly. So who's gonna be doing the beacon then? Jackie D, you're on beacon duty. All right then. So what we want you is up on a rooftop, quick. Anywhere you can also provide cover. Or, you know what? If we're gonna mimic beacon, are we gonna need cover? Not with codexes on the scene, we probably won't. Jackie, hit that rooftop. You can't miss the Lost Dasher, which will kill him, but it does have the unpleasant side effect of emptying your gun. All things considered, that's probably okay. We got to get rid of some armor on that gatekeeper. That stuff has got to go. We can whiplash him and whatnot, but until his armor is gone, whiplashing him doesn't really do a whole lot of good. And again, this is part of what has me concerned for the final mission right here. This is an excellent example of it. We have very, very few ways to deal with armored targets. There are going to be a lot of armored targets on the final mission, and we can't even actually get a plasma grenade over there close enough to make it count, so it doesn't matter. There are going to be a lot of armored targets on that final mission, so we're going to be doing stuff like what we're about to do here, and like shooting a gatekeeper for 5. Actually, that's a codex? If we hit this gatekeeper, even with blue screen rounds, we're going to hit him for like 5 or 6. Even if everybody takes a bunch of shots and none of those shots miss, that's still, like, really... Okay, you know what? Be a codex instead. The whiplash does not do extra damage to codexes, huh? Well, I really wish I had thrown it at the gatekeeper then. Riddick, take the shot, not at the codex, although you would kill it. Anybody who has blue screen rounds has got to shoot at the gatekeeper because they're going to be effectively the only people to even have a chance of hurting the gatekeeper. Oh, whiplash, this will do 0, even if it hits. Did 1.
No tissue damage.
So the armor is problematic. Who has our other set of blue screen rounds? You do. Okay, so Calder Hunter, can we get you... Can you see him from that tile? We're never gonna know. Well, shit pickles. We're going to have to find a way to kill that gatekeeper. I don't think we're gonna be able to see. We won't even be able to see him from that tile, so that's a bad move. This would have been a relatively good turn to have battle lorded. Wait, do we even have somebody who can battle lord? I guess Riddick is on the mission. Calder Hunter, I'm not going to use interrupt because of what happened to us the last time we used interrupt. So what can we do? Well, I'm thinking about wrathing our way forward, but if we did, it's almost certainly going to spawn another pod, and we can't really afford to do that. We don't have a lot of good options here. We don't have a lot of good shots either. In fact, your shot is so bad. Can we get a better shot out of Jackie D? Oh, Jackie gets a free reload. You know what? We should have... Well, we didn't know we were going to get... Alright. We got to get rid of that armor. It's too much. We come up here, we winged a plasma grenade, we shred 2 of that armor. We also summon another Horde of the Lost, which, trust me, I'm painfully aware of. Beardo, that might get you a little extra damage here with this shot, which is not good, but we got nothing better to do with our time. You know what? That's not true. What we could do instead... Give a bonus action to somebody who's a little better shot, or at least just has a better shot. Give me Richard B. Riddick. Maybe Riddick can execute this? Not the codex. We got 7 extra damage out of it. We might be able to kill that dude. 2-Rop. You have 1 shot, and then you're throwing a Mimic Beacon. Yeah, that's all we're going to get out of you. So you know what? What can we do with the Justice? 83%. We don't want to split another codex. Just go ahead and Justice this for the kill. Yoink. Get over here. Also, you yanked her through a wall, and I think maybe it destroyed some of that other codex's cover, which is interesting. Got ourselves a sweet promotion as well. It did! We could throw a very terrible whiplash at you. You know what? Do it. It's terrible, terrible chance to hit. But all the other thing we were going to do was throw a mimic beacon, so... We don't want the gatekeeper near us when it explodes, so we'll go deep with the mimic. That's our defense for the turn, like all of it. We do have units standing out in the open, too, which is always a delight. No, I'm not gonna waste it on a 38% chance to hit. Honestly, you know what? I'm just gonna Overwatch here. A regular shot can't be... It's gonna be better because he's closer. Now we got 1 damage out of it because we have a stock on that weapon. He's gonna shoot the Mimic Beacon. Probably won't kill it. Probably will leave it with like 1 health. Which means one of the codexes will shoot at it and then we'll eat a psionic bomb from the other codex. It's a relatively good outcome. Called that exactly. Left it with 1 health. You're gonna teleport. You'll almost certainly shoot and kill the Mimic Beacon. Then the other uninjured codex will psionic bomb and empty a bunch of our weapons. Yep, that's exactly how this is going down. 3 of our people are now weaponless, but on the plus side, they don't... Actually, 4 of our people are weaponless. Here come the Lost. All we have to really worry about from the Lost is Lost Dashers. By the way, there are 8,000 Lost back here, and not a single one of them decided to go for Advent, huh? Or that civilian? Delicious, juicy, helpless, unarmed civilians, and you guys just like, nah, we're gonna go. Let those guys, just let them be on their merry way. Perfectly sensible. Is this tile in the slop? It is not. So we're gonna wrath ourselves, not to you, not, yep, to right here. Wow, you're actually surprisingly difficult to wrath. You picked a fantastic tile, too. Why choose the one that has cover? That just seems like a bad idea to me. Let's pick the tile that leaves us standing right out in the wide fucking open, so whoever wants to can just kill the shit out of us. How about that? That seems like a way better idea. We'll come back to you, Calder Hunter, because I'm probably going to have you use a bonus action. Speaking of bonus actions, Richard B. Riddick, I would like for you to kill... That can't miss and it can't fail to kill him, so we might as well take the shot. Last 2 are getting saved for the Gatekeeper, though. No. Also no. Yes, Gatekeeper. The explosion of the Gatekeeper actually summoned more Lost, huh? Huh. Alright. Well, that kind of sucks. Just so nobody has to move backwards, we'll take that shot. Judgment, let's get you over. You don't have a bullet, though. Well, it's fine. You probably won't need one. We can have you whiplash this person dead. Again, see, the use we're getting out of whiplash here, and the fact that whiplash is a once-per-mission ability that usually misses anyway, has me concerned about, again, our potential for the final mission. Like, it's problematic. It really is. Are either of you a Lost Dasher? No. Well, we got a bad chance at you. But we got you even though you grazed. And hey, Hair Trigger gave us a free action we can use for a reload, probably. Okay. Might as well take the shot here. You're not almost out of ammunition. You are entirely out of ammunition. And you're going to use that last bullet to reload. Beardo, get a reload. Babylonian, let's have you come and grab this loot, and then you can also reload. What do we get? A superior scope! That's really useful. Delirium Core, also really useful. And hey, we parkoured. Which means we can also reload and shoot at a Lost. And potentially at the end of this move, still be on Overwatch. See, once again, though, that was parkour. That's why I hate that ability. that was parkour. A-Rod it up there. Be like, hey, we got to parkour. Let us kill one extra Lost this turn that we didn't necessarily need to kill. That ability is bad. It's just bad.
I await their approach.
Jackie D, I think we'll just have you be on Overwatch too.
Trespassers.
How do we have this many people on Overwatch? We shouldn't.
I am watching.
Felt like we used more actions than that. Well, we've got a nice lethal hail of bullets to shield us from the Lost, of which there are going to be a very, very great many. Maybe you guys could start taking some swings at these unactivated guys back here, though. Help a brother out a little. Perfect. Fantastic. We're tearing it up, boys. Did some damage, didn't get a kill. Straight up missed. The Overwatch here is just amazing. The quality of our team, their marksmanship. You can tell they've spent a lot of time at the range. They've really been doing good work, huh? Speaking of good work, who needs kills? Not you. You need bullets. Jackie D, you can use some kills. Start taking these guys out. Hey, Pete, way to pick the guy with the least ammo to lead the charge against the units that really all you need to kill is just an ample supply of bullets. We're feeding Jackie D kills. We love the guy. The more kills we can get him, we might finally be able to get somebody else to max rank since we can't get a special mission to give us some damn promotion. We got to get him the hard way. Jackie D, that's pretty solid button manning right there. Hey, Pete, there's a reason they picked me. Hostile VIP. Yeah, we got other stuff. That VIP is almost certainly going to get killed by the Lost, I think. It seems very likely that the VIP dies to the Lost.
Menace 1-5. Remember, we're here to capture the VIP if possible. Knock him out and bring him in.
I was just thinking about murdering him, actually. Shane Wolf, let me bring you up here and have you shoot at some Lost. You also... Nope, never mind. You say you also need kills, but there's none to be had. Civilians making a break for it. Riddick's just gonna reload. Xander? Why is your name still Judge? How come I never gave Xander Cage an accurate nickname? What the hell is wrong with me? We're like 25 or 26 episodes in here and Xander Cage still has a generic nickname? You know, I'm actually genuinely pissed at myself. How is he not triple X? He's got 3 strikes, man. Lost continue to come at us in an unbelievably large horde and continue to utterly ignore that Andromedon and all of his friends. Great shot. That ladder, you know, had 3 days till retirement. It was just telling its wife how it was getting too old for this shit. I can't believe Retribution actually hit something. I'm sort of flabbergasted. 2 Retributions hit something. What are the odds? That's like Powerball odds right there. Should go buy a lotto ticket. Who has our battle scanner? You have our battle scanner. You know what I would like for you to do? Come up here, shoot any Lost you can shoot, and then throw... Never mind, you could also just come up here, shoot any Lost you could shoot, and then activate an Andromedon. Well, we're going to need a Mimic Beacon in all likelihood. One of those robots has gone on Overwatch, was exceptionally bad for us as well. So, start taking headshots at these dashers. That's a fantastic start in that you wasted your last action. Then again, the only other thing we were going to have you do was throw a battle scanner that turns out didn't need. Beardo. There you go. Crack that reload.
My ammo is gone.
Didn't want to take our second shot with Beardo because I should like for him to see if he can grapple on that roof and maybe get some shots at that Andromedon. Well, I mean, he can...
I take a new approach.
In theory, maybe. Well, we can kill that Lost, and we should. And then you should have... You have a very bad shot at that Andromedon. So I think what we'll do instead is have you go interrupt. Jackie, you're going to be throwing a Mimic Beacon. That's a definitive given. So we're going to bring you up here. If you have any can't miss, can't fail to kill shots, we were going to have you take them. You don't, however. Where can we grapple to? Can we get up here? Ooh, that's a good spot.
A useful aid.
It'd be a little bit better if it wasn't potentially on fire next turn.
Aliens certainly don't make it easy to decipher their technology. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether the organic or mechanical component is in control.
Well, I mean, that looks like a giant space vagina, so I'm going to assume that in this case, like in real life, the organic component is in control on that one. You still have 2 actions left, right? You do. Well, we're not going to do much against that armor, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And you do have a repeater, so in theory, we might get lucky and maybe you could execute this dude. Nope. Binky. Riddick. Okay, Riddick, you're going to... Wherever you go, whatever you do, I'll be right here waiting for you. And also, wherever you go, whatever you do, at the end of this turn, you're going to be a battle lord. So we're going to grapple you to, I think, here. And I know this leaves you without cover, but it shouldn't matter. So you have 1 action, and then your second action is going to be to battle lord. So we're going to have you... You know what? We're going to have you do this. Throw a plasma grenade over here. Shred some of that armor. Do some damage. Summon a horde of the Lost, because we kind of need them at this point. Armor shredded. Drop them through a hole in the floor. Both of those things are useful. Then you're going to battle lord. Not manual override, but battle lord. Jackie D, I need you to throw a Mimic Beacon where everybody can see it. Like literally every single person. So let's say here. Wolf. We're not going to get anything at all out of you, are we? Well, I mean, maybe. If we bring you up here, you can see something. You can see a robot that's going to shoot you in the brain. Wow, 8 damage. All right. That fucking hurt. Don't whiplash. Whiplash the mech because that will almost kill it.
We must destroy their armor.
Don't shoot the VIP, please. You know what I'm going to have you do? I'm going to have you interrupt, actually. These guys have to go for the Mimic Beacon. And we should be getting multiple actions right here. So Binky's going to give us an interrupt action. What can you do? You can shoot at the heavy mech still. What can you do? Nothing especially useful. Unless, what if we have you Wrath over here? I don't suppose you could Wrath the Andromedon. Very low chance for that to hit, though. The heavy mech is almost a guarantee. This won't kill him. But as long as the Mimic Beacon is up, we'll be alright. It puts him down to 1 health. If this guy tries to move or shoot or engage that Mimic Beacon in any fashion, we will get to take another shot at him. We also should be getting Battle Lord actions here, and do not seem to be getting them. You're gonna set the VIP on fire. Nope. You missed the Mimic Beacon because I don't think you can hit it, and for whatever miracle, you didn't set the... Alright, well, good work. You're gonna shoot the Mimic Beacon and kill it. Hey, it wasn't real! And then it's just a Horde of the Lost. You know, when you say our choices are bad, I'm a little confused, because I don't know if you mean we're making bad choices, as in the choices we are choosing to make are poor, or rather, the choices we have available to us are poor. Because, I mean, in theory, both of those things are true. Battle Lord appears to have done nothing whatsoever. One of the Lost missed, the other one got 1 damage through on that Andromedon. You're out of bullets. Binky, you're hurt. And standing next to a man who explodes when he dies. Don't like either of those things. What are the chances you can grapple somewhere that isn't next to a man who explodes when he dies? You could be instead above a man who explodes when he dies. That seems like a real bad idea. Actually, you can't be in that tile anyway. You have to be in this tile. What about this tile? This one seems better. Let's put you there.
Utilizing hook.
And then you should just be able to double tap this guy in the skull.
Their armor still holds.
Just armored targets are such a significant problem for us. I'm really worried about the final mission. Very, very concerned about it. Because so many of those targets are so heavily armored. Avatar, you know what we need is, we really need everybody to have, we need every single person to be equipped with armor-piercing ammo. We gotta get rid of these Lost. That's gotta be our new focus. Oh, perfect. Right. Too much health on that Lost, Pete. Good play. Jackie? Well, you can kill the heavy mech, so do that.
I will not fail you again.
You better not, or somebody's gonna die. And get a hair trigger. Okay. Can you be anywhere useful at all? Maybe? We might have some kind of miracle shot from up here. We do not. Well, we can go on Overwatch, I suppose. Galder Hunter. You may as well finish off this Lost that we foolishly shot at with 9 health because I'm an idiot. No. The Purifier we're not going to get because of his armor. We're not going to get the Andromedon either. Although we can whiplash it. This will do 4. That should get us low enough to put him down into the killable radius. And now maybe he punches at the Lost if we get extraordinarily lucky. Reload that. Babylonian. Wow, you got no bullets and nothing to help.
Reloading.
Binky, you can't possibly kill the man who remains by yourself, at least. That's not big enough. Also, a grenade summons another Horde of the Lost. I'm not sure if that's worth it. I think what we do instead is give Xander Cage a bonus action. We have you shoot the Purifier. Unless this criticals, it's not going to kill him. Actually, it did critical, and it still didn't kill him. Why you got to try and shoot the VIP, though? The purifier is still more dangerous. This guy may punch the Lost. That's what we're gambling. He did. His punch counts as an explosion. When you need a mimic beacon and you don't have one, if you've got some Lost nearby, sometimes they'll save your bacon. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they will. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Which is why Almond Joy has nuts, but Mounds don't. No, don't. Stop trying to kill that VIP. You guys are all just shockingly desperate to kill the VIP. I'm gonna have to have somebody go punch the VIP in the head just so I don't shoot him by accident. I'd really rather not fail 2 missions in a row. You know what? That's, in fact, exactly what I'm gonna do. Otherwise, somebody is going to come and accidentally kill her. So come over here and knock this chick the fuck out.
Status confirmed. Target package in.
Don't feel good about hitting a lady, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna do 4 damage to that Lost Dasher, then I'm gonna do some damage to this Lost Dasher, and then the second one is gonna kill it.
Ammunition nearly gone.
Ammunition completely gone.
Reload. I have no more ammunition.
Alright, Riddick. You can kill about as many Lost as you can see in 1 turn. So let's get you to where you can see the most and shoot the most. See the most, shoot the most. Dasher down. May not generate a kill here. Yep. Well, we got a guy with 1 health potentially coming to die to a retribution, so I can live with that. Jackie's out of bullets. We're gonna have him move and reload.
I must reload.
Triple X. Hit this last Dasher. Brilliant pathing, by the way. He wouldn't be Triple X if he didn't go out of his way to leap through a plate glass window. I mean, it's just the way it works. And also promoted to maximum rank.
My weapon is nearly empty.
No targets available. Well, then I guess we'll have you reloaded.
Weapon.
Oh, you have free reloads. You know what? Go on Overwatch then.
Non-evade detection.
You can waste another one of those bullets that you freshly packed into your gun by shooting at a man through a wall. See, that's what actually happens when you try and fire a heat-seeking missile out of a rocket launcher at a man who is smoking a cigarette, and it just misses. That's what happens. They're not sensitive enough to pick up the heat of a cigarette. That's just stupid. Richard B. Riddick. He knows how to shank. Okay, so for the love of God, whatever we do at the end of this turn, we can't have anybody using the interrupt ability because it will let the enemy go twice, and we definitely don't want that to happen. 6 to 7 is a kill. Assuming it hits, which it did. It's enough for a kill, assuming it hits, which it did. And you know what? We could go on Overwatch here, but instead we're going to have Binky patch himself up so his wound timer is low at the end of the mission. It's not going to be that low because he's still down a lot of health. No, yes, please go choose the path that sets you on fire. That's the right way to approach that. Which way you want to go? What way sets me on fire? I'm going to go that way. We're going to put you right in the middle of the shit. Xander Cage, you know what? Retribution is so bad, though. Why do we want to go gamble on Retribution like that? It's just, it's such a bad... It misses so much. Beardo, I really would like for you to be able to get an Overwatch shot here, so we're going to bring you up.
Tactical movement.
The angle on this one's going to be kind of rough. You may not be able to get an Overwatch shot, but if you know what? If you can't, there's a better thing to do. Give him an Overwatch shot, because he'll definitely get a take one, and it should hit since it's going to be at effectively point-blank range. And he also has a repeater, which might execute someone. We're not going to get much out of Xander Cage here. Probably just an Overwatch shot. Jackie, Overwatch. Rob, can you get over here? Well, having you come in for a little extra retribution is probably, all things considered, more useful than one shot of your Overwatch. Oh, right. Somebody has to pick up the VIP. Keep forgetting they're there. Rushing 2 people into this may not have been the greatest idea, because now if that purifier explodes and dies, we're going to have more people getting blown up and set on fire. Why is it every time we do this, it's always a purifier who lands in us? So, Overwatch coming first. Combination of Overwatch and a Retribution takes down the officer. Robot win on Overwatch. Retributions all missed. And you went on Overwatch. Okay, then. So, let's start things off. Turop, you have blue screens? Nope. Who has my blue screens? You do. Shoot this robot twice. Actually, okay. Don't have to shoot him twice if you execute him. That's acceptable behavior. We really just need you to have every shot execute someone. Xander Cage, we're not going to need much out of you. Jackie, bring you around over here. Stand outside the explosion radius and shoot this man in the back. Oh, what, just because I'm an outfit guy, Pete, I got to shoot a man in the back? What, I can't win a fair fight? I'm just kidding, Pete. Why the hell would you ever fight fair? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Take every advantage in every fight you can get. Never fight fair. Fighting fair is for dead men. I was going to say fighting fair is just schmucks, but that ain't true, because most people who fight fair don't wind up being schmucks for very long. You know what I'm saying? They wind up being corpses floating in the East River, saying hi to Luca Brasi.
I advance.
Beardo, make it to the exit zone.
A great distance.
Babylonian, likewise, exit zone. Binky, you can just go ahead and go, buddy.
Returning as ordered.
Actually, everybody just go ahead and go. Let's keep our willpower high by not wasting turns guarding
My battle is over.
a valuable yet lonely Xander Cage and Richard B. Riddick. There's a lost swarm that appears. If they had appeared closer, we would have killed a few on the way out, but as far away as they spawned in, I'm not even going to bother. Take them 3 turns to get here. Riddick. Jackie, you guys want to just, you say you just beat it?
Long approach.
And there we go.
Returning to Avenger. Returning for reassignment.
That took a surprisingly long time, but we still had 2 soldiers wounded. Binky got wounded. Who was the other guy? Mimic Beacon? The only other thing that got hit was a Mimic Beacon. I don't think Mimic Beacons count in the wounded thing, though. Who was the other person who got... Who were you saying got hurt?
The remarks followed a moment of silence for peacekeepers slain by XCOM dissidents.
You know what? I should just be glad we didn't fail Operation Sacred Rain. Sacred Rain, Sacred Rain. Track record lately has not been good because I'm all over the map with my opinion of skirmishers. At first, I was almost convinced they were terrible. Jackie, how did you get hurt? I don't remember. You know what? I don't even care. And that's an hour-long mission. I can't be expected to remember every single tiny thing that happens. Manual override is objectively terrible because it takes an action. Judgment is garbage. All. Okay, I guess we'll just take Battle Lord. And then we have a bunch of extra abilities that, frankly, don't fucking matter. Take Zeroed In. Maybe that's a way for us to be less terrible. Turop. Take Reckoning. Because the other abilities on this also really suck. Lightning Reflexes is pointless. You know what? Take it anyway. I say it's pointless, but that's not true. Lightning Reflexes is a way for us to trigger Overwatch without getting hit by it. Take Battle Lord, I guess, because there's nothing else useful to take. Interrupt, I'm starting to think maybe we should just steer away from at all costs. We're going to take Zeroed In instead. But back to what I was saying about me being all over the map on skirmishers. At first I thought they were terrible, and then we played them a little bit, and I'm like, you know, maybe they're not anywhere near as terrible as I think they are. And then we've played them a little more, and then I realized, you know what, I think they may actually be worse than I initially thought they were. We don't need to memorialize that event. What we need to memorialize is this episode being over. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more XCOM, you might consider subscribing as well. New episodes every single day. Right now, however, I'm going to go open a box of that delicious Advent cereal and then get a Sane and try and pull out all the busted parts of Toy Sectopod so I don't choke myself to death. Now, go to hell, Bradford. I'm not listening to your shit. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.